Good morning, everyone. It's Sparks here, back for more um, Final Fantasy XIV. We're gonna resume where we left off. Well, I say that. Um, Off camera, I went and did a bit of grinding for the well, not grinding, but I did some missions that help boost the level of our various crafting classes. They're still under leveled for us to do any more quests, I think. Carpenter might be the only one that's at level for the next thing. No, sorry. It's 93 and then 95, I think, for their levels. So still can't do anything more with that. But we are at level for three of the role quests. So we're going to start by doing them and then we'll continue with the main story. So yeah, let's get to that. Oh, right, sound. I turned it off momentarily while I was doing the bit of work and such. Anyways, floundering fame. Greetings, Fart. Sparks, Virshan's father has been as good as his word. Virajan's father has been as good as his word and has confessed the truth of his son's actions to whoever will listen. Here among the youngs, far fewer sing the Justicier's praises. The tide is turning in our favor at last, and the Radiant hosts are making ready to tighten the net. Speaking of which, they had curious news to share. They've been examining the rocks left behind by the Justiciar and noticed a pattern. They were all variants of rock commonly found near the site of each encounter. For instance, near the Giant's Gull ground, the Justiciar seems to have called down a hail of what else but Giant's Gull. I have my own theories about what this means, but I'd like to hear your thoughts, Sparks. The rocks weren't summoned, but moved. Indeed, the perch of the apex likely lifts whatever stones are nearby and brings them crashing down to earth. For suspicions are correct, we're one step closer to unraveling its mysteries. Despite these favorable developments, the Justiciar's popularity remains a problem. Even with the recent blow to his credibility, his most ardent followers still idolize him. In fact, I hear he's handing letters to the youth of Razat Han, though their contents are a closely guarded secret. All the more reason to investigate, don't you think? Once we get to Razat Han, if I question people around the marketplace, could you cover the city's western quarter? That's where his younger followers tend to gather. After we collected enough information, let's meet to share our findings. See you again in Razat Han, Sparks. Oh, that's a cute outfit, actually, on that Chocobo. I need to alter my Chocobo's color at some point. Right now, he's just in the base yellow. I'd like him to be royal blue. I do have a calculator for that with regards to what food I'd need to feed him in order to do the trick. But I'd need to buy it and then also stable him somewhere. The Justiciar gave me that invitation himself, only for some thief to snatch it right out of my hand. Well, you believe in the Justiciar too? Well, I didn't have a chance to read the whole letter before it was stolen. But he's gathering his most devoted for a special audience. The bastard who stole my invitation is clearly up to no good. He even mutters something about getting revenge. But who could hate someone so noble? Somebody wants revenge against him. Interesting. Oh, you're the one who's always following that Tepec around. I heard she's spreading rumors about this city's savior. I won't let her harm his reputation any more than she already has, so I have nothing to say to her lapdog. Oh. Okay, I should have said that more angry. Oh well. Yeah, I know about the letters. Me and my friends didn't get one, though. The grown-ups get angry if we talk about the Justiciar. But guess what? I heard Zashel talking about him over by Marin's Mahane. Big grin on his face, too. Does that mean Justiciar isn't a bad man like the grown-ups say? The most useful clue to the merchant Zashel having some connection to Vera's shame. He was last seen in Mary's marketplace. Mahanet, rather. Meh. To the Mahane. Why even have a thing with a door if people can just walk in via the arches? It's true what they say, a fool and his gill are soon parted. Why, if it isn't one of the heroes of the final days, huh? It is about that map I sold to your companion, is it? You'll find it points the way to the vault of Azadale III, exactly as described. I may have employed a few creative methods to entice my customers, but what merchant doesn't? So you're as unscrupulous as ever. Now, a man can't fill his belly on virtue and honesty. Yes, you can. Any road, something tells me that's not why you're here. You're after the Justiciar? Choice of quarry is unusual to say the least. Perhaps I can help you along, eh? The young man came asking for a map to open the way to Usnare. I sold him every map I had, showing him that the one he needed was among them. I suppose he found it, as I hear these letters that were handed out contain a copy of a map. I dare say that young fellow was the Justiciar himself, and he's planning a clandestine meeting in the Usnare canals. Mind you, it appears he has no shortage of enemies. No doubt he'll try to interfere. Nagrazahal is known for large-scale criminal organization, but that hasn't kept the less scrupulous citizens from dirtying their hands when times are desperate. From what I hear, bandits seeking to rob trade caravans keep running into the Justiciar during his fiend-felling exploits, causing their raids to end in failure. Like as not, they'll try to infiltrate his group of followers and sell the score. And that's where my knowledge of the matter ends. If you're wondering where the meeting place is, all I remember is that the spot marked on the copied maps is somewhere in the Shroud of Samgaha. So, does that answer your queries? Yeah, that helps a bit. Just gotta check my... I can't wait to start earning these tomestones of aesthetics. It'll be nice to start getting the gear from that. Likely we'll get a full set before they release the next patch that adds the next bit of content. After all, it's usually about like 3 months before we get one of those. Those in support of the Justiciar didn't seem surprised when I told them of his misdeeds, so they were reluctant to betray him. In short, I've had no luck. What about you, Sparks? Your investigation abilities never cease to amaze me. As for this gathering Virgin is planning, I expect it's some scheme to prop up his flagging popularity. Even so, many of his devotees are younglings, ill-equipped to make the perilous journey to a meeting place. If it makes sense, rather than attempt to travel there directly, they'll stop at settlements along the way to rest and confirm the route. Said the map led into the Shroud of Samgaha, yes? That means Polaka's stand is the closest settlement. I hear many took refuge there during the final days, and it's now a bustling town in its own right. The arrival of more people would hardly raise eyebrows, making it the perfect place to avoid unwanted attention while they make ready. We should head there before they leave on the final leg of their journey. Yep, good call. I should eat some things to improve the amount of XP I'm gonna get. We'll go with the omelet rice. Omelette rice is nice. Though I don't think or at least it looks nice. I don't think I've actually ever had it. Can't remember though. Might have had it when I was younger. Should try it sometime soon. That's right, Sparks. Many of the youths are carrying pieces of parchment. Those must be the letters. Yet it seems my reputation has preceded me. Our suspected followers clearly avoid me whenever I try to approach them. Still, we can use this to our advantage. None of them would dare leave Palakistan while there's risk I might follow after. I'll keep watch over their comings and goings, but we'll make sure to leave obvious blind spots. If one of the Justiciars false attempts to escape the village, I need you to go after them. Now find a vantage point that affords a good view while keeping you hidden. Once you've started pursuing your unwitting target, I won't be far behind. Ah. Oop, got one. Follow the young man from a safe distance. The objective will end in failure if you are noticed, or if you fall too far behind. Should you fail, return to the starting point. Can't afford to get too close either. Might turn around. Oop. Okay, he's going up. Well, no one is following. Someone there? Nope. No one's here. What are you talking about? Isn't clear. I need to hurry. It's likely to turn around right now. Oh, he's running. Made it. Something move? No, it's just those big gorillas. It's just my imagination. Better be careful. It's about to turn around again. I can sense it. Oh wait, no, he's not. The spot we need to go to is right over here. Duty complete. Cool. I'm not surprised that this big water basin thing is where he was heading. The pole should be nearby. Then I'll finally meet him. Hello. You're a tall boy, aren't you? Well, you're the hero who saved us in the final days. What are you doing here? So you're working alongside that woman I saw at the village. I've heard about the rumors she's spreading, but I had no idea she had enlisted your aid. Was this year saved me, you see? I was transporting goods for a local merchant who was too miserly to even hire a proper escort. A ferocious creature ambushed me, but my savior appeared from nowhere and saw off the beast. I owe him my life. That's why I came here, to see if there's any truth to the rumors. But now I understand I'm in over my head. I'm going back home. Here, you can have the map. I trust you to take the measure of the justiciar and to share the truth with us all. Thank you! Apologies for watching from the shadows, but I was afraid my presence might have startled the lad. I was able to hear what he said, though, and his gratitude towards the justiciar seems genuine. Dare say the other Warfals feel similarly. Well, now that we have a map of our own, let's open the portal and confront Birajane. Where are we? Oh dear. What's going on? Why did he hurt his own followers? But why? Why would he do that? What a sight. Did the treasure cause this? Oh my, if it isn't the hero who saved Razad-Han. Nay, the world itself. Never expected someone so vaunted to attend my audience. But I am honored nonetheless. Enough of your games, Birajane. Stop this madness at once. After giving you such a warm welcome, these are the thanks I get? While it is true that I was once known by that name, it was merely a guise I wore until I discovered my true self. So long as I am the masked hero of Razad-Han, I shall not suffer any to call me Birajane. But that is your name, isn't it? The game is up. We've exposed your true identity. It would seem as Justiciar's meager alter egos have been brought to light. But will he shrink once more into the shadows of mundane obscurity, or embark on the next chapter of his legend? Oh, is he removing his helmet? Oh God! Why? Why neon yellow? With green frosted tips? Who does that? He looks like a walking plant! Ugh. Very well. My name shall ring throughout Razad. Let me know that the Justiciar is Birajane and Birajane is the Justiciar. What are you saying? You unleash Perch of the Apex upon your own followers? You know its name. Wait, I remember you. The girl from Dawntrail, yes? Your village's artifact is not discriminating against wrath. Some among my followers harbored wicked intention, and it brought sorrow unto my enemies. The true of heart caught in the aftermath were merely unfortunate. But they believed in you, even though you tricked them. What kind of hero are you? He is no hero. You too would oppose me? I had thought that as a fellow savior, we might find some common ground. Yet it would seem we are destined to walk different paths. Now faced with unknown peril, a great fervor rages within me. However, here is not where we shall match wits. No, more fitting battleground is in order. Meet again soon. You have my word. Coward. Oh, shut up. Gah! Did you just hit him? Did he fail to flee? I think she did actually hit him there. So, can you tell us what happened here? He gathered us all around and made a grand speech, claimed he was the hero that would drive back the flood of fiends threatening Thavnir. Then he spoke of his anger at the recent rumors. He told us to go forth and repair his damaged reputation, so people would love him again. He became quite impassioned, in fact. As for us two, we were here to teach him a lesson, biding our time until his back was turned. We couldn't stomach his self-righteous drivel any longer. He acts like he's a god come to grace Thavnir, but most people have grown wise to his tricks, including the Radiant Host. We stepped forward and told him as much, and demanded they admit he's been pulling the wool over everyone's eyes. That's when he started waving that thing about. We soon learned that the rumor of its powers were true, and rocks started falling down around us. Even us true believers were not spared. There was nowhere to run. The Justiciar said such power cannot be fettered, and that sacrifices are unavoidable. All the while he was laughing. We pleaded with him for mercy, but that just made him angrier. He flourished the object again, and yet more rocks assailed us. It was horrible. Stones big and small raining down endlessly. Until you two appeared, that is. Thank you for telling us what happened. I only wish we could have arrived sooner. Now, just to set things straight, it was you two that brandished your weapons first, yes? Well, I won't deny that. We were only trying to bring the truth of his misdeeds to light. Though we might have had some personal scores to settle on top of that. Before I left Palakistan, I asked the Radiant Host there to look out for anyone returning from the wilderness. I suggest you head there and seek their aid. While you're there, share with them what you just told us. And as for the pair of you, don't even think about running away, or you'll have us to deal with. I love when people collapse like that in despair. It's hilarious to see that in this kind of game. Everyone has returned to the care of the Radiant Host. As for those ruffians who meant to attack Virjane, it seems they had a history of violence for which they may soon answer. Several among Virjane's followers were dealt serious wounds. We can be grateful that none lost their lives. It's exactly as the old saying describes. The master of the apex shall be showered with good fortune, yet leave only sorrow in their wake. The part about sorrow certainly seems true at least. We can but hope that Virjane's spell over the people will be broken at last when word of what transpired here becomes common knowledge. Let that buoy our spirits as we return to Yelnahad. Well then. Well, that was certainly an ordeal. Although Virzin got away, we can look back upon what transpired to plan our next course of action. It appears that the treasure takes rocks from the surrounding environment and makes them rain down upon the wielder's surroundings. However, the power seems to be somewhat haphazard. While Virzin himself wasn't struck, the boulders assailed friend and foe alike. Something else has been nagging at me as well. The stones we saw in the canals are quite a bit larger than the others. I don't know what to make of it, but I will give it some thought. We still don't know exactly how he controls the Apex's ability either. We must focus on these mysteries as we continue our investigation. As for Virjane himself, it was just as his father said, wasn't he? His so-called heroism is an empty charade, like a child playing at being a hero from their storybooks. Seems motivated by a vain desire to gain the love of the people, yet he cares nothing for their well-being. He'll learn his lesson soon enough, though. No one will sing his praises after word of what happened at Uznair spreads. Even he must know this. I worry that his desperation will drive him to worse misdeeds. If the treasure is used with reckless abandon, It could cause untold harm. I must discuss this with the Radiant Host. Together, we might be able to capture Virgin before he attempts anything drastic. Stand by for now. Sparks, I'll be in touch the moment I have something to share. In order to undertake the subsequent quest, you must first complete the main scenario quest, The Long Road to Dawntrail. Alright, so we have to make a lot of progress in the main scenario before we can continue with these quests. That's fair. Let's continue with the other ones, though. What was the healer one? I'm trying to remember where the healer one was now. Wasn't Kugane. Where was it? Brain is forgetting completely where it was. Oh, Limsa. It was Limsa Laminsa. Oh no, it's raining. We'll have to get out our umbrella. Really need to finish getting the rest of these, but I need like 1,020 to get the remaining 2 pieces of that outfit. Oh well, I'm sure I'll manage it eventually. Sparks, am I glad to see you? I've just received word from Wissalam and Zarek. Our culprits have finally been spotted. It seems the thieves headed to Upper Lenosia. I offered to make my way there as soon as I could, but Wissalam and Zarek said I should hang back for now. Once they've got enough information, they'll be heading back to Aleport. Let's go and see what news they have to share. To Aleport. No sign of Wisdom and Zarek yet. I don't mean to assume the worst, but I admit I am a bit worried. I knew I should have insisted on going. I don't want them injured on my behalf, so we head out and find them. Michelin's call. I'm terribly sorry for the delay. Ah, good, they're here. Zarek, thank goodness. How did you fare out there? You found Eloret and Kokanoa, I guess? Oh, we found them alright, but it didn't take long for them to find us. We were set upon by Kokanoa's mammoths. His mechanical menagerie greatly outnumbered us. May very well have been our end. Death by mammoths isn't an ideal way to go, mind you, so retreat was our only option. Coward though it might sound, we need to ensure we could keep you aware of the culprit's whereabouts. Well, they spotted us. They were stuffing their little mill army into a skiff bound for Camp Bronze Lake. Mark my words, they're planning something new. Of course, it's entirely possible they seek a quiet route to eastern Lenosia and wish to bypass Bronze Lake instead. But a thorough search of the camp would be wise. Last, the enemy who faces far beyond our capabilities, so this is as far as Wisdom and I will be able to go. So we couldn't provide more decisive information. Unless I should be the one apologizing. You've risked life and limb for me already. Never meant to push you past your limits. You didn't dwell on it. We're as eager to bring those criminals to justice as you. Indeed, we shall at least take pride in knowing we could point you in the right direction. We should take our leave for now. Weisslam and I ran most of the way here, and I think I speak for both of us when I say we could use a comfortable chair and a hearty meal. None can gainsay your strength, my friends, but I beg you not to underestimate that of our foe. Go well, and may your determination guide you to victory. Camp Bronze Lake. The ferry skipper spoke of the place my first time here. We should hurry to seek passage before Eleret and Kokonoa elude us. Yep, we really should. A lovely camp. Now, if I were half a crazed alchemist with a heartstring and a new skill up my sleeve, where would I hide? Oh god, have they spread? It's just me, or are there pigs flying in the sky? It hurts to laugh. Yep, sounds like they poisoned the hot springs. Oh dear, that doesn't bode well. To the upper level, Sparks, quickly! Yep, there they are. With the relic. Poisoning the springs? You truly are the lowest of the low. You flatter me. It was just a little poison, really, as a treat. Really? As a treat? I'm afraid I couldn't contaminate all the water here. We're having oh so much fun with our shiny new hallucinatory toxin. Step away from the spring, Sparks, now. Protecting the healer, are we? How sickeningly sweet of you. But you ought to watch your step as well, my dear fairy apple, lest you find yourself seeing stars, or... Alright, is all a miss. Ha! Oh, Kokonoa, you look absolutely hideous! Or should I say adorable? Why, you're as brawny as a porcelain doll! The hells are you on about? Very interesting. It's very interesting indeed. I believe I may have poisoned myself. Now there's a predicament. And guess what? Do you recall those antidotes I prepared at the base? Because I've forgotten to bring them. You are your own worst enemy. Do you know that? It's very treatable where you decide to dive headfirst into the springs for fun. Unbound scum, you think will allow you to walk free after all the chaos you've caused? Well, yes, actually. Have you seen Eleret? She has no state to contend with you. I've never been one for rough and tumble. Of course, you're welcome to give chase, provided you have no qualms about leaving these poor souls to laugh themselves senseless. Damn it. Oh, retreat though we must. I would call today a rousing success. But worry you not, my dearest bushel of busybodies. We have plenty more tricks in store for you and the entire island. Oh great, a bomb. Thank goodness it's just a smoke bomb with no toxins in it. Though they could really prepare such a thing, and I'm surprised they don't. Meh. I don't sense any toxins in the waters anymore, so the springs should be safe again. Will the toxins affect the local wildlife? Seeing as Elora suffered from a taste of her own medicine, I doubt she's mastered much of the heart string's power. As such, any poison she produces from it would be relatively weak. Most of her handiwork has already evaporated with the steam. One might compare her to the way those awful unbound smoke bombs dissipate. Thank goodness they do. In more capable hounds, however, the heartstrings poison remains active unless dispelled with Isuna or another form of antidote. The same permanence applies to its cleansing ability for our food. Now there's much on my mind, but I think we've bigger problems to address first. Let's make our round of the camp, then talk about our next steps. I'm going to have a look around the spring to ensure the toxins are gone for good. Can I ask you to treat any victims you come across? Yep, I can do that. Just a quick Isuna on a few victims. Wow, we cast that Isuna quickly. Not an instant, but still. Much appreciated, sir. I wasn't anywhere near the water when it was poisoned, but the toxic steam must have drifted this way. When I heard the rumblings about mysterious mammoths roaming around the camp recently, I was more than a little apprehensive, but I never expected those mammoths' master would do something so cruel. Your efforts are helping us put this turmoil behind us, and for that, you have my thanks. I can't simply let you administer this aid alone. I should tend to the remaining victims as well. Oh, fellow healer. Good, good. We need that. This seems to be some sort of laughing gas is what they put in. As in, because it looks like they were going to laugh themselves to death. My costume compatriots, they're gone. Farewell, my visions. May you revel on in my memory. They say laughter is the best medicine, though I feel far worse than before. Many thanks for putting an end to it. I think I've earned myself another soak and an extra flagon of mulled wine. Pleasant travels to you, healer. Oh, that poor Lalafell. Oh, thank the gods. I wasn't expecting to nearly laugh myself to death at a place meant for healing. At least I can breathe easy again. I hear you're chasing after the ones who did this. They're very brave and very reckless, but I'm inclined to assume the former. Anyway, all that laughing has exhausted me, so I may as well take a break from my soak. Thank you again for your kindness. May the navigator keep you. It's not such a simple but useful spell. In other games, it's one of the only ways to get out of certain ailments. How goes the healing, Sparks? Wonderful. I'm glad Isuna proved effective. For my part, I've given the springs a thorough look. The toxins have dissipated completely, so the bathers should be safe from here on out. As for the Kokono's antics, I've had a moment to reflect on everything, now that our work is done. Do you have a moment to chat? Of course. I'm well versed in the numbing and blinding poisons we use in our hunts at home, but something kept troubling me about Elret's toxin. I've never seen anything like it. I had no idea it even existed among the scorpion's gifts. Elret may be inexperienced, but the fact that she's learned to inflict hallucinations is cause for concern. Still, we should try to look on the bright side. She's yet to discover the heartstrings' cleansing properties, judging by the way she couldn't cure her own ailments. Knowing her as we do, I reckon she only has toxic trickery on her mind. Kokomon, however, handled himself surprisingly well despite his exposure. Do you recall the man in Limsa Lamensa who ate the poisoned apple? You claim that Kokoma took a bite, yet never suffered its ill effects. You must have some manner of immunity, but how? This reminds me of the attempt on the Sultana's life. That's quite the tale. So the real poison was switched for a sedative with similar properties, and as a Dunes folk, she regularly ingested small amounts of toxin to build a resistance against such things, which allowed her to awaken from her coma. I didn't realize Kokona might have had that sort of upbringing, but it would certainly explain why Elleret's tricks don't seem to affect him. Few in my village would ever think to consume potentially lethal food or drink without drawing on the heartstrings power. Yet the Dunes folk do it gladly. The more I consider our differing approaches to poison, the more fascinating it becomes. But I have a feeling the bathers won't want to overhear talk of poisons after what they've just been through. Why don't we continue our discussion in Limsa Laminsa? Yep, and the return to Limsa Laminsa means we're done with this part of the story, so back to Limsa. Do 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 do. Well, turn in the quest, bit more XP. Phew, I know I've been anxious to ascertain our thieves' whereabouts, but things escalated far quicker than I thought. Your presence throughout the whole ordeal was a welcome one, Sparks. What was not so welcome were Elleret's parting words. Whatever she has planned for the whole island, it can't possibly be good. Her acts of mischief have only grown worse since I arrived in this city. We must take the heartstring back before she causes any lasting harm. Of course, it was Wyselo and Zerig's efforts that led us to Elleret, so I'll have to thank them when I get the chance. In the meantime, I'll do what I can to track down our unruly thieves and report to you as soon as I'm able. Okay. The Machinist is also at level for one of them. Specifically, the Girabanya one that requires us to go to Porta Praetoria. I think. Was it Porta Praetoria or Rhalgr's Reach? Oh wait, no. It was Algiri is where we went now. Because unlike the others, this one actually moves around a fair bit. Which honestly is for the best, really. I think this actually makes a lot more sense than constantly returning back to one specific location. Alright, I have something resembling a plan. First, we'll need to track down the members of Sheltifi's gang. Then we'll try convincing them to leave. Considering how terrified most of them were, I'm sure they're eager to free themselves of Sheltifi and his outbursts. With your followers, you'll pose less of a threat to the people of Lamigo, and we'll stand a better chance of taking down the Steelhawk vessel. Of course, we now know Kakulja and some of the other members by sight, so it shouldn't take too long to track them down. Time for another exciting round of Quiz the Locals, then. Rest assured, I'm already a step ahead of you. Besides, if your role is to fend off bandits and the like, mine should be to gather information and whatnot. Does that sound fair to you? As it happens, our resistance friends stationed here had some interesting news to share. Apparently, the two men posing as merchants that we met before were spotted nearby, engaging in trade and conversing with caravan owners. All to nefarious ends, no doubt. They were last seen in a place called Alaganha, should head over there right away. They both wear turbans and one has a beard. Assuming they haven't changed their disguises, they should be easy to find. Indeed. And they're in a place we can fast travel to, so... Oh dear. Ah. I guess it does make more sense with regards to moving around. Hello. Ah, good work, Sparks. That's a pathetic deer. Good evening. What can I do for you? You start by dropping the affable merchant act. It's nothing but front for your real line of work. Oh, save me, shelter fee. Is that what you really want? You seemed so scared of him before. Look, we're not here to hurt you. We just want to retrieve the vessel. If you explain what's going on, we might even be able to help you. Why don't you start by telling us your names? Our names? Come to think of it, not once did Sheltifi ask us that. It was always you there, or some undeserved insult instead. I'm Avenel, and this here is Pepin, both born and bred in Alda. We were struggling to make ends meet until Sheltifi, claiming to be a merchant, took us under his wing. Right, he said that he was just like us, exploited and sick of bending over backwards for the rich and powerful. They showed us the artifact and told us it had the power to change the world for the better. Its blessing, you could shrug off the charge of an aurochs like it was a soft breeze, making you practically invincible. You can imagine how impressed we were, and we did exactly as he instructed. At first he told us to pretend to be merchants, so he could scout out vulnerable caravans. Next thing we knew, we were joining him on raids. We never wanted to hurt anyone, but we owed Sheltifi for giving us the power to strive for a better life. And when we saw what happened to anyone who spoke up against him, still makes my blood run cold to think of it. Sheltifi mentioned before that he's also from Ul'dah, assuming he was telling the truth, that is. It seems to me his gang is mostly formed of people from a similar background. What about Kakulja? He's a mercenary, correct? Yes, hired by Sheltifi. He's so skilled that I doubt he even needs the blessing. Normally he keeps to himself, but he once told me about his homeland, an ocean away. Perhaps it is not unlike my own. Avenel, Pepin, even if you still view us as enemies, we appreciate you telling us the truth. No, we're the ones who should thank you. You've shown us more kindness than Sheltifi ever has. There's one other thing, though. Although you know about the crimes we've been party to, would you give us some time to straighten things out? Once this is all over, we'll turn ourselves in, I promise. Huh, surprised by that. Of course, we're not the only ones looking to cut ties with Sheltifi. We'll try to sway the others to leave the gang. Not only that, with us acting as your man on the inside, we can help you take back your treasure. What do you say? This plan might just work. Count us in. We'll tell the resistance soldiers to hold off for now and give you the chance to put things right. We won't forget it. We'll return to the den and talk to the others. Until next we meet, be careful. To be honest, that went a lot better than I expected, and although it was fairly obvious from the outset, they confirmed my suspicion about Kukulja traveling here to find work as a mercenary. Do you remember his reaction when we first encountered him? I have a feeling he and I are both from a similar part of Tyrol, and he was surprised to see someone like me here in Eorzea. Whatever the reason, he's let us go twice now. He may be aiding and abetting a nefarious criminal, but I refuse to believe he's a bad person. I think it's worth talking to him, and for that we'll need to create an opportunity. The way he spoke about his homeland to Avenel and Pepin means he probably misses it, which gives me an idea. Where I come from, we have a tradition of using incense burners. If that Kakulja's village is anything like mine, that fragrance will remind him of home. And just when he's feeling all homesick and vulnerable, we make our move. The incense itself is made from copal, a type of tree resin. Do you think we could collect some of that while I gather the other ingredients? Actually came up with this idea back in Algira and asked our resistance associates where we might find copal. The good news is that there should be some in a place called the Last Forest. Bad news is that the smell attracts all sorts of horrible creatures, so try not to get eaten. Try not to get eaten. Wow. That's wonderful advice. Come on. Ooh, that's new. I love how versatile our gun is for the things that it can fire. And the fact that we have apparently an arsenal of other weapons besides our primary gun. Whee! Is that copal I smell? Jeez, it must be pungent if you can smell it out of my pockets. Oh my, this is quite the find. Once I mix this with the other ingredients, we'll have a batch of traditional incense ready for burning. Unfortunately, preparation takes a little while, so in the meantime, perhaps we could begin the search for Kakulja. According to locals, the Mamalja has been seen near the river which runs through Rust Rock. With all the dust swirling about this place, I can imagine he'd want to wash it all off somewhere. I find myself bathing more than usual here, so I can relate. Nope, don't want to participate in any fates right now. So I'll go straight for the story. Oh look, it's Kakulja. Found him. What are you doing here? Oh, there you are. Aw. The way she runs. It's cute. Here, I have a present for you. It's an incense burner. The metal case is an old one I happen to have with me, but I made the incense from fresh ingredients, including copal that Sparks collected. Why don't I try lighting it? I'm sure the owner will bring back pleasant memories of home. There's no need. I'd recognize that smell anywhere. But as much as I long to return home, I'd rather not be reminded of what I left behind. What if I never see again? As things stand, I have no choice but to continue working with Shelterfee's mercenaries, no matter what crimes he commits. But why? Wow, I guess what she was going to say before she said it. The fare for a ship back to Tyrol is enough to buy a mansion here in Eorzea. At least that's what Shelterfee told me. He said that if I serve him loyally, he'd cover the cost of my journey home. Hold on a moment. He lied. Surely that can't be right. People rich and poor travel from Eorzea to Tuliolal all the time. Well, since I'm unfamiliar with the local customs for negotiations, such Shelterfeet offered to speak with the ship's owner in my stead. Compared to the journey from Toriol to Eorzea, traveling in the opposite direction is far more perilous due to the weather conditions, and so forth. Were enough for Shell to defeat the skill of the bargaining table, the price would have been even higher, or so he said. Yeah, he's definitely lying, and you're realizing that now, aren't you? I've been played for a fool, haven't I? Yep. Unscrupulous, thieving snake of the grass. Don't get away with this. Oh, he definitely won't. I intend to shoot him in his head. I have an idea. You should come with me to Limsa Laminsa, where I can introduce you to the captain of the merchant ship that brought me here. He's sure to give you passage home for a fair price. To tell the truth, I was rather hoping you'd join us in our cause. But you've already been through enough. Getting you home safe and sound comes first. But I don't know what to say. Thank you for a kind offer, but I have unfinished business here. Though I may have been deceived, there is no excuse for the harm and suffering I have caused. I alone must sell the Scorpius Shelterfee, once and for all. You shouldn't go alone. It's a bad idea. Whenever you're ready, the offer still stands. It's a pity we couldn't join forces, but he's got to do things his own way, I suppose. In any case, let's head back to Alagiri. With all those soldiers around, at least you won't have to worry about bandits, which is more than I can say for this place. Do, 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 do. You know, looking over at that architecture that was over there, where was it? Where'd it go? We could see it just a moment ago, but now we can't. That's weird. Oh wait, no, there it is. Yeah, I do have to wonder how that was built. Because it's an upside down pyramid. How do you even make something like that? I know this is a fantasy world, but the games do seem to have some degree of logic behind them. In regards to physics, so... What is holding that thing up is the question. You know, Kakulja isn't at all like his first impression suggested. He was actually rather sweet, and perhaps a touch naive. Still, we can't blame him for being taken in by Shelterfeet's lies, and Kakulja wasn't the only one. Can't bring myself to forgive that treacherous viper. Thanks to him, we've been led to a merry dance and still have nothing to show for it. With any luck, our newfound allies Avenel and Pepin will have good news for us before long. Yep. Alright, well, we've finished all of the quests that we can do for now, because I need to massively level up Gunbreaker and Viper before we can do their respective ones. So, it's... back to Ikbrax to do all the side quests in the area. And then continue with the main scenario. Oh look, the Corn Servant's back. So we meet again. You're looking well, my friend. Hello, Corn Servant. Unfortunately, there is at least one Shabral here who is not well, and so I am come to offer them succor and sustenance. Alas, my words yet lack the strength to reach them. I prevail upon you to help them in my stead. They're right this way. Hello there, Sparks. You don't know me, but I've seen you keeping company with the Third Promise. I've been wanting to speak with you, if you have a moment. The name's Teatro, and I'm a hunter here. Well, almost a hunter. I have need of a strong arm to accompany me on my next foray, and I'd be honored if it belonged to one of Wuklamot's mighty companions. I know you must be a busy man, but everyone else has their own duties to attend to, and our village has a rule that none can hunt alone. I'd be forever grateful if you join me. Just tell me what to kill. Thank you, thank you. I need to take every chance I have to gain experience if I want to be accepted by the more senior hunters. Working with you is sure to be enlightening. Great, then let's be off. The hunting grounds are to the north. See you there, Sparks. Right, the next few quests are over by the thing. So, right. Well, if it isn't Sparks, the forest blesses me, for I need a mighty warrior to help keep my recruits sharp. And who better to do that than one of the Third Promise's retinue? The training is due to start in Shaman Hoja to the south. If you're ready and willing to show off your skills to a few eager hunters, we'll be awaiting you there. Oh dear. Well, time to go meet with one of the Dawnservant's people. I think with regards to leveling up Gunbreaker, it's gonna have to wait until we unlock the next quest. Or the next duty. Say, you're the companion of the Third Promise, aren't you? I've heard tell of your great strength and valor. Though I aspire to do great things much like you, I fear I've not the stomach for it. Quite literally, in fact. My family is constantly telling me I must eat meat if I am to build my strength. When I cite protest every attempt, I simply cannot digest it. A sensitive stomach, is it? What it requires is something filling and nutritious, yet suitable for a delicate constitution. They but take a generous helping of my corn, raise it to a gentle boil, and there! This corn porridge should do nicely. Corn porridge. I suppose corn is technically a grain, so a porridge made from corn? Even my stomach should be able to handle such a dish, and it looks quite delicious. Thank you. Everyone was so insistent that I find a way to consume meat. I never gave thought to alternatives to build up my strength. You've given me much to think about. It is well that his stomach is amenable to my corn-based cuisine. How vexing it must be, struggling to eat food knowing full well it disagrees with you and ultimately having little to show for your efforts. By adjusting his diet, he may yet find his own path. That it should be potentially paved with corn makes it all the sweeter, I say. Speaking of paths, I must follow mine elsewhere, for the clarion call of hungry bellies beckons once more. Stay well and stay fed. I love the Dawnservant. They're such a silly little guy. Alright, next quest. Our quarry is XIV. They're quick and clever and challenge for any hunter, but their meat is tasty enough to make all the trouble worth it. They're partial to tree sap, so they're often among the branches nibbling away. If we wait at the base of a tree covered in the stuff, they'll probably come down to defend their score. Of course, they aren't the only animals roaming the wilds. Stealthy, but bracks have made meals of more than one instance, so keep an eye out, eh? I'll try the nearby trees. You should go a bit deeper into the forest so we can cover more ground. Get back here once you're done, and good luck. Alright. Of course. Deal with that later. Oh, screw it, we're gonna have to deal with it now. There we go. Got by it. Though it also bound the sandals and armlets to me. Which is fine, that's something we actually want. And slay any beasts that appear. What are we after? Ah. I imagine for them, eating these guys is weird. Because they're also big cats. Oh. Really? That was it? Okay. That is a useful ability. I should probably move this down. It's a boost type ability and is very useful. I wonder if this guy found what he was after. You made it. I've only just returned myself. I need to compare our catches. What? This is them Tassar Brax. Against the alone and one? That's exactly what I was looking for, but like I said, these pose a danger to the whole village. Having one fewer hungry Brax out there is something we can all be thankful for. I have a feeling about you, and I'm glad to know I was right. I'm sure they'll let us attempt the trial after this. Trial? I suppose I ought to explain. You see, there's a reason I'm so keen to gain experience as a hunter. I want to join the Brethren of Brax, but they won't accept just anybody. No, only hunters with finely honed skills and intuition are even considered. On the day I decided I would be one. I was young, foolish, and thought I could hunt on my own in defiance of the rules. That beast snuck up on me, its fangs bared. Thought I was done for, but then an arrow struck it down. It was one of the Brethren of Brax. He saved me, and ever since I've wanted to do the same. To watch over the forest and keep it a safe place for others. I can't think of a better way to spend my days. But their trial is conducted in pairs. I'd ask one of the Brethren to assist me, but all of them have been so busy lately. They aren't forthcoming with details, but I gather that the beasts of the forest have been behaving strangely lately. Either way, they have bigger things to worry about than the ambitions of a novice. But you're as good as any of them. If we do the trial together, we're sure to make it through. Please say you'll help me. This is my chance to finally be of use. That trial is as good as done. That's what I want to hear. There's no one else I'd rather have. This brings me one step closer to my dream. I have to do everything in my power to go the rest of the way. Woo! Quest. It's a quest line, so I look forward to the next part of it. Now that I have another hunt under my belt and a worthy partner, I can finally ask the Brethren to let me undertake their trial. But first we have to bring our catch back to the village and divvy it up. Why don't you help pass it around? I'm sure everyone will be overjoyed to get a delivery from none other than the Third Promise's companion. Don't worry, I'll take care of the messy part and cut our quarry up into the proper portions. Meet me in the village when you're ready. Yay! This is actually going well, I'm happy. I just hope that I have enough time to actually get a little bit further in the story. Oh, I should. If not, I'll rename this episode accordingly. Ready to get these bits and pieces into the right hands? Good, because I've just finished separating them. I want you to bring the best pelts and bone of the bunch to the weaponsmith. He's always taken good care of me. I'd like to repay him in some small way. Teriak gets the meat. She's the wife of one of the Brethren's finest, fiercest hunters, and if I'm going to join them, I'd best pay my respects. As for the rest, I know more than a few of the village's matrons who would love something special to feed their families. I'll handle that. Give the others my regards, Sparks. Alright, here's the weaponsmith. Ah, I'm the weaponsmith here. You say you have something from Dawntrail? Alright, these are excellent. See this needle-shaped bone? It supports the Tiat's webbed wings and can be carved into deadly spear tips. The pelt is surprisingly sturdy as well. The Brethren of Brax have been ordered more equipment lately. Supplies are running low. This will help us meet their needs for a while longer. Give Dawntrail my thanks, will you? Oh, hello. Are you looking for Relva? I'm afraid his duties have taken him away for a while. Oh, this is from Dawntrail. It looks delectable. I think I'll serve it tonight, in fact. Speaking of which, when is young Tiapro planning on undertaking the trial? Realval was supposed to be his partner, but lately the brethren have had their hands full. I only hope their work settles down soon. Who can say when that will be? I don't know how many quests will be in this quest line, but hopefully it won't be too many. So, how were the old man and Tiat Iliak? I hope they enjoyed their gifts. I can say for certain that the matrons did. It's customary for hunters to share their catch with the whole village. It makes us all one big happy family. And guess what? While I was on my errand, I ran into one of the brethren. I told him I was ready for the trial and he accepted. He said to be ready soon. I'm now starting to get nervous. Oh, this is the moment I've been dreaming of, but I can't shake these butterflies in my stomach. Being nervous is only natural. You're right. I need to clear my head. Why don't you come with me? I've always found taking in the views at Night Stalker Shafts puts me at my mind at ease. Alright. I shall go do that bit in a bit. I want to go this way and do the other quests first. We need our mount. Save some time walking. After this, we'll go up this way and do these. Well, got a lot of quests to take. We'll do this one next. We want to try and get the ones that give us equipment done as soon as possible. This one gives us earrings. Greetings, traveler. If you aren't in a hurry to get to your destination, I have a situation on my hands that I need some help resolving. One of my apprentices is away on a job, but they've been gone for longer than usual. He might just be taking his time with the task. I'd like you to check on him just in case. As much as I like to go myself, I have to keep an eye over the foundry. Could you do this for me? I sent him to the western region of Zamhoja, assuming he followed my directions. Should be able to find him there. Oh god. Avoid. Avoid. Run for it! We don't want to fight something that's way above our level. Hello. What do you want from me? What? Look, sent you? Shouldn't be surprised I've been gone so long. He's the one who gave me all this work. Can't even see the end of it. Say, maybe you could help me. Let's spread this insect repellent around the trees, but if I did it myself, I'd be here till tomorrow. I'll take this area. Why don't you cover the trees to the southeast? I know you probably didn't come here to get your hands sticky, but I'm counting on you. Fine. I guess insect repellent to keep them away from the foundry isn't a bad thing. Especially with the size that insects in this world get to. Although it shouldn't scare too many off. A lot of insects help with pollination. Should have gone the other way. Oh well, too late. We've already skirted around this way. Alright, last one. Then we'll go here for this quest because it's close by. And we'll be on the way back anyways. Well. Oh look, somebody's flying. Isn't that nice? Just floating on their drone. That is an actual drone. Alright. Ah, it started raining, so we got our umbrella out. Lucas Works, good you came. I was beginning to worry my visceral Brax would become bored, and bored prey makes for boring sports. Is that the surprise I sense? What else did you expect? Some of the brethren of Brax train the beasts of our namesake to fight alongside them. Me for one. Now go on, show these kittens what real fire's made. I don't expect any quarter from you. Alright. Oop, another one. They're not dead, we just knocked them out. God damn, I love how fast we are. Well, they lasted longer than I expected, at least. Nothing's a better teacher than bear defeat, eh? I'll mend their hurts later. Don't worry. The only lasting wounds will be to their ego. You probably have better things to do than humor an old man and his pets. Let's get back to Ibrox, and we'll see about getting you paid for your efforts. Another quest completed. Yay! We'll go back to Ibrox after we've turned in the other quest. I do look forward to finishing the main scenario, this one. Mainly because of the fact that it's probably going to connect with one to the south. This went much faster with 2 pairs of hands, and I thank you. I'm done here, so I think we can safely save the forces safe from hungry pests. You might be wondering why blacksmiths would care about the health of the trees. You have to remember that weapons are made of more than just steel. Wood's a vital part of every one, and the Fang Foundry is in charge of all the green you see from one end of the horizon to the other. If we let the insects have their way, we wouldn't have a single usable haft or bow to our names. And that's why an apprentice's most important duty is applying fresh coats of repellent from time to time. Anyway, there's no more work to be done here, so I best get back to that worry work. Be seeing you, traveler. We'll go turn in the quests now. There you are. My apprentice has told me you helped him with his work. You didn't need to, but I thank you all the same. Suppose now you know why he was out there in the first place. Now, we don't delegate that task to apprentices because we think we're above it. Spending time among the materials they'll be using gives them the knowledge to choose the right ones for the job. This goes for wood and or both. That's why we do our work here, in the midst of nature's bounty. Few artisans can boast of having such intimate knowledge of their materials as the Shabral. That being said, perhaps I gave the lad too much to do this time around. Seems even I still have much to learn, eh? Now, go ahead and take this. A fair reward for fair work. Ooh, let's take a look at our new earring, see how it looks. Alright, it's alright, and it's on both ears. Which, I'll be honest, doesn't really suit my character to have both ears with piercings. But as glamoring it would require me to head back to Tuliolo, I'll just deal with it. Grizzled Hunter. There you are, Sparks. Thank you for giving me a bit of your time today. Ticks we use to tame the forest beasts have been passed down through generations among the Shabral. You can imagine they were of great use to us during our war with the Mamalja. Even during these peaceful times, having a few animals at our beck and call makes our daily hunting all the easier. Of course, we don't need as many as before, so many of our companions were released back into the wild. Even so, I can't let the knowledge of my forebears die with me. Quiet times as well, I must sharpen their fangs. That being said, my bracks seem less and less keen to face intelligent foes. Content to just have them hunt by my side. I may have tamed them, but it doesn't change their nature. Still, I reckon we all learned something from you today, even me. You deserve this reward for helping me keep my own fangs keen. Yay. Although we can't see this particular necklace due to its design, that's fine. Our next stop will be the landing zone to take the quests that are there. Just in case they take us down to a similar area to where we're going. Making sure I'm definitely going the right way. I mean, I could just look up and see the massive tower that they have. And that points me in the right direction. The tower is obviously designed so that the dirigibles can dock at the top as well as down at the bottom. I nearly ran straight into a lake. I will be happy when that is not a problem anymore. But right now, walk around it and take 2 more quests. Still got plenty of time, really. These quests haven't taken that much, so long as we at least make it to that village, I'll be fine with what I call this. You there, I have work for you if you'll take it. I'll pay you, of course, quite well. I need you to collect 2 samples. Equipment of Zaeliac at the Fang Foundry and fabric from Bolinen at Ikbrax. I can't go myself, as you can see. The damn dirigible shook like a bucking alpaca with every gust of wind. One step and I'm cool. Don't feel bad. Third Promise has the exact same problem. If anything, the fact that she does should make everyone feel a little bit better about their motion sickness. Ho there, friend. I require someone with a stealthy tread to help me shed light on a little mystery. Interested in a bit of work? Recently I observed one of the older residents of Ikbrax coming and going from Subreach Cinderfield. Quite unusual, since that place is nothing but a barren wasteland ravaged by war. Of course, I don't want to be seen prying into private matters, so I can't ask the others about it. But if he's up to no good, I need to know about it. Will you follow him for me? He usually makes his regular journey to Cinderfield around this time. Once you find him, stick to his tail. But don't get too close, or else this will all be for nothing. Alright. I could do that. I have to make one stop first, though. Which is down here. Then we got 2 quests over back by the village. Do 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 do. I almost forgot how calming this place is. Coming here was the right decision. Before us stretches the Jatika Heartland. Go on, Sparks, take it all in. It is quite beautiful. I look forward to getting to go down there. It's the area that has a sort of Pandora feel to it. It's trees as far as the eye can see. Under their branches live the Mamalja, who we fought against for so long. The Brethren of Brax were formed during that conflict, and the very whisper of their presence struck fear into the hearts of our enemies. They would be sent off into battle with rousing words. Fearless warriors, go forth into your domain. The forest bows to your might, equal only by the wild Brax. The forest falls silent at your footfalls, for the predators are come. And the Dawnservant brokered peace between our peoples. The name was taken up by a group of our most seasoned hunters. Their duty was no longer to fight, but to protect the forest and serve its people. The Brax is king of the entire forest. Those who claim his name should be do more to honor it. The Archhell doesn't end at this cliff, as you can see, but even so, the Brethren don't watch over the Jatika heartland. Even though the war is over, Ikbrax and Mamuk stand apart in tense silence, so tense that our hunters dare not set foot into the paths below. But I think we can do better. We all live under the same boughs after all. Boughs? Why shouldn't we hunt together? Why shouldn't we work hand in hand to keep our homes safe? It's a beautiful dream. Thank you. It might still be just a dream, but I mean to see it realized. So first things first, I pass the trial and join the Brethren. Everything starts from there. Thank you for joining me on this bit of soul searching. The road ahead feels clearer now. And next in our path is the trial. Ralva and the others are meant to test our mettle at the Zobrit Cinderfield. We've hunted together already, Sparks, and now we fight together. Let's show them what we've got. Alright. Oh, the quest takes us over there. Well, that's nice. A few quests are taking us over here. But we'll probably end up back at Ikbrax anyways. No, leave me alone. I just want to go and take the quest in peace. Where? Where? Big stinky where? There we go, they're gone. Ugh. Do 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 do. You travel with Lokomat, don't you? That means you must be strong, and strong's what I need right now. These ruins tend to attract wild beasts, so we send out regular patrols to check them from time to time. But as soon as I got here, I was overwhelmed. I managed to fight them off and escape, but my weapons broke in the struggle. Can't hope to finish my patrol now unless I want to end up as some fiend's lunch. I had to shirk my duty like this, but I have no choice but to ask you to patrol the area in my stead. Those things might still be lurking about. If you find them, I reckon you know what to do. We can survey while still keeping our umbrella up. No illicit presence here. Love that. I do love this class so far. I like the look that we've gotten from this new outfit. It does make him look very much like a local now. You're back. I heard the sounds of battle, but all seem quiet now. Thank you. You wouldn't think it to see the ruins now, but this place used to be a vibrant village of gatherers. They took their bounty from the verdant nature around them. But they weren't a fighting people. As their conflict with the Mamelja escalated, one by one they chose to find safety elsewhere, until their home was abandoned completely. Leaving assuming scars that remain. This place is a scar we all bear. We keep the old buildings here as a reminder of the toll war exacts on us all, so we don't repeat the mistakes of the past. Bear report to the hunters that all is well. Here, please accept this token of my gratitude. Well, we just need another ring and a hat. The hat we're going to get from the main scenario, which I hope it looks good with the glasses and isn't something that obscures our face in any way. Right, first turn in this. We'll be facing another pair of hunters. The brethren here have taken the time to arrange this despite how busy they are, so I hope that means they see something in me. I don't see them anywhere, though. I guess there's nothing for it but to wait here. Butterflies in my stomach are back. This gets us the other ring. Where are they? Is this part of the trial? Oh, this isn't good. Maybe we're supposed to hunt one of the animals around here? But if I'm wrong, and the others come while we're gone. Dawntrail. Oh, brother, you're alone. I thought the trial was... Plans have changed. Beasts not native to these parts were sighted to the south. They look like walking blue flowers, but they have the appetites of a predator. We must track them down and stop them before any of our own come to harm. Help us do that, and the Brethren of Brax will welcome you with open arms. I take it you're here to act as Dawntrail's partner. If even the third promise deemed you a worthy ally, then I'd be glad to have you along on this hunt. My partner and I will go after the beasts headed towards the village. You two head south and try to find out where these blue flower beasts are coming from. And if you run into any, slay them then and there. Consider it done. May your quarry fall swiftly. Come with me, Sparks. Yep. Well, we're by another quest. I should do this while I'm standing right next to it. I especially love the gloves we got right now. They look really nice. Okay. Suspicious person. Do 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 do. Follow him without being spotted. Easy enough. Alright, this is as close as I can get, really, without risking being spotted. Yep, he's about to turn around. We'll stay here a moment while we wait. Someone there. It's just my imagination. Getting too close. Okay. Stop here a moment. Yep. He's about... No? Okay, we're still fine. I feel eyes on my back. Is this a chocobo? See? Just a chocobo. It's just my imagination. Getting too close. Should we try going to the next tree? Feel very unconfident. Nope. I feel eyes on my back. Phew. I better hurry. He's running. No! No, 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 no. No, no. Should be safe here. I think we found what he was going for. It's a caravan. Goods are in place. Now I just have to collect. Alright. Duty complete. Alright, no one saw me. I just have to wait until the goods get here. Maybe I'll be home in time for dinner. Well, did you follow me here? I guess it wasn't as sneaky as I thought. I'm not doing anything wrong, despite how it looks. I'm trading with Mamook, all under the blessing of Hamu Rook. We have to be secret about it, though. See, we deliver valuable foodstuffs to Mamook, meat and vegetables that are hard to come by in their part of the woods. In return, we get Jatika banana. Each party leaves their goods in carts and collects them when the other is out of sight. For a while after hostilities ceased, trade didn't have to be so cloak and dagger. Many of the Mamalja who are willing to embrace change have left for Tuliolol, and those who remain bear old grudges. So we chose a path of discretion. Of course, I don't blame the people of Mamook. Even Brax, there are those who can't forgive the past. Trading like this appeases both sides, even though our dealings aren't exactly unknown to most. I take it the one who asked you to follow me was young, yes? Too young to know to overlook an old man wandering into these blasted wastes. Aero, it's time I took my goods and returned home. If you could tell that lass you lost sight of me, I'd be grateful. She'll accept the truth more easily if she discovers it for herself. I mean, I'll probably just tell her the truth, to be honest, but... Alright, what have you found? Ooh, okay. I got one, but they just keep pouring forth from the Chica Heartland. A few got away and fled deeper into the Cinderfield. If you go after them, I'll stand watch over this area in case any more appear. Ugh. Alright, I see what I'm looking for. Thrashing vine monsters. They stand out so much because they're blue. Which down below would be great for camouflage, but up here they just stand out like sore thumbs. Ooh, now that is really pretty. All right. Again, still love the aura that we get from using that technique. Wait, what? There's an upgraded technique. Huh. Interesting. Sparks, I knew you'd make quick work of those things. I searched the nearby area and I think we took care of them all, for now. The other hunters should have made their way to the village by now, so let's catch up with them and give them the good tidings. Yes, let's do that. Huh. And he joins the brethren. Sparks, you'll be glad to know that the beasts have been exterminated and no one from the village was hurt. It's about as good as an outcome as we could have asked for. But it's glad I still have to rely on you to finish what I started, even though it was a test of my skills. If I deserve to be part of the Brethren. But you were forgetting the most important rule of our brotherhood, Dawntrail. I am? None must hunt alone. Why do you think this rule exists? Why do you think the trial is done in pairs? The wild beasts of the forest fight with desperation to survive. In contending with such foes, even a single moment of carelessness can prove fatal. Any hunter who thinks they can protect the forest and its people alone won't live as a hunter for long. You're right, Rova. How could I forget? I still have so much to learn. That you do, but this all started when you realized you needed Sparks' help, and for that you should be commended. For that choice led to the eradication of the flowered beasts from our home and allowed us to locate their source. You followed my orders most admirably, and I look forward to seeing how you perform on your next duty. Does that mean... From this moment forward, you are one of the Brethren of Brax. We are brothers, and I will forge you into a hunter we can all rely upon. Yay! First thing, get him to fix that haircut. It really doesn't suit his face. It won't disappoint you. As for you, Sparks, I'm sorry you got dragged into our crisis, but considering our homes are safe and I now have a new brother, I'm grateful for your presence. Thank you for agreeing to be my partner, Sparks. As a full-fledged hunter, I'm ready to make all my dreams a reality. Just you watch. Your work starts now, Dawntrail. Come with me. Of course. Well, Sparks, I suppose this is goodbye for now. I hope to see you around Brax again. Just like that, we've almost fully upgraded his kit. Right, the person we need to speak to is up there. We've done quests for both the people we need to speak to. Or, no, actually, we haven't talked to this person before. You're here on behalf of the merchant? He wanted fabric samples, if I recall. I have them ready so you can deliver them to him directly. Also, be sure to pass on my apologies that I could not meet the vast quantity requested. We are self-sufficient people, you see, and do not produce goods with a mind to sell them en masse. Still, I hope what I've provided meets with his satisfaction. Be well. Well, we're doing well for ether currents, aren't we? Yep. Turn in another quest and we're done with the ones for this area. And just need to get the other half from the lower area, which is where the main scenario will take us. So I look forward to getting them all then. You're here in that merchant's stead? Well, it's all the same to me, so go ahead and take this equipment, modeled after that used by the Landsguard. I reckon it'll suffice for his samples. Tell him something for me. Tell him that he's ordering too much. This place wasn't intended to make more than is needed by Brax. That being said, I'm confident that what I'm giving him is of the highest quality. I'll go on then, and don't forget to deliver my message. Basically, they both want me to tell him, please don't ask us to produce you things in vast quantities. We don't have the resources for it. Which is honestly a fair request. I wonder if a Mamook will have gear that's better than what I have equipped. Probably not, but eh. I actually want to take a look at things for that. Armor craft. See what the best thing I can get is. Doesn't look like it'll be an armor craft. It'll probably be other leather working. There's gathering, crafting, maiming, bending, gathering, scouting. Brax sandals of scouting. Yeah, we can make them. But what we've just received is the best that we can currently make. So, we can make better stuff for the other classes. But there's no point, really. Turning in all that equipment for... all the equipment that we have right now, I don't have anywhere to put it. Like, I put it in the glamour dresser if I could. But my glamour dresser is already full with all the other tombstone gear already. Like, I'm not even joking. If you count all the tombstone gear from every expansion so far, it's more than enough to fill up the dresser. Because you've got 5 rolls. Each roll has its full set of tombstone gear. So, Realm Reborn, Heaven's Word, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, Endwalker. That's 5 by, well, is it 10? So, 5 by 5 by 10. So we've got... wait, no, that's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. 5 rolls. That makes... oh, and weapons. 11. Plus shields. 11. So 11 times 5, 55. Times 5 would be 275. Why is it full? I must have more... oh, right. They also have each class also has its end of expansion gear. Which 20 classes times 5 times 5 again. Which, yeah, 20 times 5 is going to give you 100. So that's 500 there. So that's well over 700. Like, there's more tombstone. There's more gear that I want to store in the dresser than there is storage space for it. Oh, there you are. I'm feeling much better. In case you were wondering, so did you bring the samples? I intend to count every last one of them. Ah, beautiful. Thank you for helping this deal go smoothly. As for the quantities, well, it's unfortunate, but I'll take what I can. I do still intend to count them, you can be sure. Goods from Ibrax are usually acquired through negotiations with the Shabral. You only purchase small amounts, and they're usually brought all the way from the village. Their equipment is sturdy and reliable enough for hunters and soldiers alike. The fabrics are light, breathable, and stylish. Any tribe would buy these, and in amounts approaching quadruple digits. So that's why I added a few more zeros to my order numbers this time. Alas, it seems I'll have to revisit my plans for mass production after I return to Tuliolol. Speaking of which, there's still time until the dirigible departs. I suppose I should take a walk over solid ground while I can. I'm trying to think of my return voyage. Once again, thank you for aiding in a profitable deal. Not as profitable as I had hoped, mind you, but you still deserve this for your efforts. Now we go talk to the young Zabral. Your turn. Did you find out where he was going? He was secretly trading with Mamook. He was? Well, I suppose that explains where all the Jatika bananas come from. I feel like I should keep it secret. When the day come that we can trade openly, I hope everyone realizes our bond was formed by small threads like these. As promised, you deserve a reward for your time. Safe travels. Yeah, I felt it was better to be honest. I thought she'd understand. I'm glad I was right. Well, we are one step closer to having a full set of things. Oh dear. Ugh. Big yawns. I'm gonna be tired at work. It's a shame, but that's how it is. At least when I get home, I can probably do some dailies to get Gunbreaker leveled up. Gunbreaker's the only one that needs it right now. Viper can get it from just doing the main scenario. There's way too much XP for the main scenario for me to not just have it leveled up this way. I'll still do its role quest when it becomes available. That's just gonna be when it's available. No! Ride, my unicorn! Escape from that thing! Yay! We escaped. The traverse will bring us straight into the Jatika heartland. Remember how you insisted this forest is green? Oh, this is gonna be fun. New area. Carl, are you okay? This path is quite steep, isn't it? Let's take our time and descend safely. Oh yeah, you're gonna have to take your time going downhill. Shorter legs means you're closer to the ground, which doesn't actually mean you're less likely to fall when things are steep. I spoke with one of the excavators on my way down. Apparently Bakul Jaja cleared away the one fallen tree remaining by barreling through it. That Wuklamot single-handedly defeated someone possessed of such physical might is nothing short of remarkable. Still, we ought to proceed with caution. There's no telling what his wounded pride might compel him to attempt. Yeah, that's true. He has ruined his prospects of ever getting to be Dawnservant, though. By attacking the Elector, he well, automatically got expelled from the contest. It was like one of the rules explicitly. So, yeah, nope. Seeing it up close, we've just wandered into Pandora. Alluring, isn't it? In more than one way. Taking my paring stone and hold it close to the glowing rock. Paring stone. Ooh, what'll happen? As you hold the paring stone, the soft glow fixes itself to the boulder with surprising force. Paring stones are natural maggots, and that's a meteorite filled with iron, one of many remnants of an ancient meteor shower. The heterogeneous ether they emit causes the surrounding floor to glow unique hues, as you can see. It is rather beautiful and eerie. So these glowing boulders came plummeting down from the heavens. For all be merciful. There you are. What's up, Kryle? Blue. It's all blue. A far cry from the upper forest, indeed. This place is already so fascinating. I'm eager to hear what the people of Mamook can tell us about it. Keep running. We're almost there. So we are. And it's south to get the nearest ether current. Might as well do the story first. As this is also my first time visiting Mamook, I have no experience interacting with the locals. Given Hun Murook's parting words, I would advise a cautionary approach. We should probably have some variation on color. Our options are green. I think the green actually will work the best, probably, but I'll check the purple. Nah, the purple blends in too much. The green right now stands out a bit. Goes well with the rest of the outfit. Yeah. There we go. Also, we have feathers now. It makes me happy to see us having some variation on our aesthetic. I should mess with my portrait. Ooh, I'm gonna zoom out a little on the portrait. That's a bit better. Maybe, yeah. That's a bit better. Alright, Wooklamat. Well, we all know what comes next. Let's find that lector. Two streets seem to converge upon this plaza. Suppose we split our numbers between them. For guidance, I also suggest that we err on the side of caution and move throughout the city in pairs. Everyone can come with me, and Elsie can go with Kryle. Now leave Sparks to accompany Wooklamat. These rangers are to everyone's satisfaction, then may our respective searches prove fruitful. I will catch up with her in a bit. I want to go exploring. Off we go. We can teleport back here at any point. I want to go and find the ether currents. It's still a bit further south. Still to the south. Even further south, it's gonna be around the back of this tree. Yep, there it is. Oh, that is far away. We are going to wait. I want to focus on getting a bit further in the story. Yep. Bamuk is where all of the Mamalja originally call home. Gulu Jaja himself comes from here. They probably find me being abducted by aliens to be, weird. Belligerent Bunawa. Your words may as well be ambient noise for all the care this citizen pays you. Wow. And this is a curt Dawntrail. As you begin to speak, the man abruptly turns and leaves. Wow. Rude! I see where Bakul Jaja gets it from. If this is what most of his people are like. Please tell me you've had better luck. Nope. No one will talk to you either. I was prepared for hard stares and harsh words, but this is something else. The building there looks like a shop, doesn't it? Let's go and take a look. A merchant wouldn't ignore us, surely. I mean, he can and very well might refuse us service. Hello there, we'd like to ask you something if you don't mind. Move along, outsiders. We're just trying to find someone. The Dawnservant's elector. Could you tell us where they are? Really? Rude bastards. How are we supposed to find the electric? Nobody will even speak with us. Ooh, the others have more luck. Everyone, can you hear me? Come to a massive stone structure on the west side of the city as quickly as you can. That doesn't sound good.
Up there.
What's going on? Oh.
Bested by a mere shade.
What do you mean a shade?
Sorolcha. Papa?
Not as you know him. What you see is an arcane manifestation of the Dawnservant as he was in his prime.
Oh. And that must be the Elector.
The channeler is Irelja, Autarch of Mamuk and Elector for the feet of the Brotherhood.
Tuliolar's mightiest warrior, yet wisest you are not. You who spurned your retainer's aid when battling your betters.
Wow.
To prove oneself superior to blessed siblings by surpassing the shade of Galul Jar Jar himself. That is the final feat. The first promise fought alone and fell short. But that is now the least of his concerns.
Oh?
You could have let your foolishness end with your failure. But instead, you attempted to harm an anointed Elector.
Oh. Shit.
Soralja, as of this moment, you are no longer a claimant. I disqualify you from the right of succession. Be gone from my sight.
Shit! What's he saying to him? Something concerning, I'm sure.
This isn't over yet. I will be the one to reach the Golden City.
Shit. I don't trust that guy. He's doing something suspicious.
When Soralja was defeated, he tried to take the keystone by force. But he was thwarted by Father Shade.
Oh.
My dearest child, welcome home.
Oh! The Elector is Bakul Ja's father.
This feat was made for you. Only blessed siblings could hope to defeat Gulul Jaja. But ere we begin, I would see the fruits of your triumphs. Come, show me your tablets.
Ugh. Oh, wow. Only 2.
What is this? Where are your keystones? Explain yourself, boy! No matter. Not all can be expected to go to plan. What keystones you lack, you can easily take.
Of course he thinks like that. He can't, though.
I tried. But I couldn't. I cannot beat her.
You mean to tell me that you,
That must be his
Glory
mother
of
right
Mam-
behind him.
for whom all here have sacrificed, were defeated by your inferiors? You are as useless as your siblings. A failure.
Jesus.
Leave and never return! You have no place here!
Okay! Wow! I never thought I'd feel sympathy for Bakulja after the taco incident or any of the other bullshit that he's pulled. But, goddamn.
Let's go, brother.
I actually do feel a little bad for him. This guy is a
Worthless!
dick.
Pathetic! This was our chance to claim sovereignty, and he ruins it!
The mother seems genuinely distraught.
But when these stragglers fail, Gulul Jaja will be forced to extend his rule. And in the next rite of succession, we will present a better claimant. So come, stand before me, and fall.
I won't do your trial.
What?
Oh? You intend to forfeit the right?
No.
Papa wants his successor to intimately understand the country he loves.
Mm-hmm.
Every step of my journey, I've learned something about our peoples and their cultures. I would do the same here in Mamuk. The Mamulja deserve nothing less. So your battle can wait.
Nope. Stop.
I'm of the same mind. Father named you an elector for a reason. There must be something that he would have us learn.
Right, first alarm for me to get ready for work has gone off. The next one, that's more to let me know I need to wrap things up. Because when the next alarm goes off,
Do as
I'll
you
need to get
will.
changed.
But until you triumph over the Shade, you shall proceed no further.
Well then.
Promise. I would speak with you. Meet me on the western outskirts.
That must be Bucklejaw's mother. I can only assume so based on her presence here. The electors we have met thus far have all had their peculiarities, but each we felt would judge claimants equally. This Zerilja, however, seems set in his belief that only blessed siblings are worthy of the throne. Why would the Dawnservant name an openly biased man elector? Worrying over Zerilja won't get us anywhere. That lady, on the other hand, was the first person to address us with any civility since we arrived. We should go and meet her. Hear what she has to say. The western outskirts, right? So, Zorelja has been disqualified. That is a big deal. Thank you for coming. My name is Milaja. Here we may talk freely, away from prying eyes. What was it you wish to talk about? Tell me, what do you think of Mamuk? Well, we don't have much to say yet. No one wants to speak with us. All who remain in this city are devoted to the traditional ways. They believe that blessed siblings are superior, that only they are worthy to lead the peoples of this continent. Most would not deign to address outsiders, deeming them beneath notice. Sounds like an ideal community so far as Bakul Jaja is concerned. I am tired, exhausted by this senselessness. There are others like me, but we dare not speak our truth aloud. Yet now we have an opportunity to reclaim our agency. For you have bested Bakul Jaja. You, a Shabral, inferior by all presumptions, triumphed over our two-headed champion. This time anyway. Next time I might not be so lucky. Bakul Jaja is just that strong. I seriously don't understand why he cheats so much. It seems to me he'd do better if he just trusted his own abilities. He's desperate. Other blessed siblings have fallen before. Mullah Jaja of the Silver Scales, for one, traveled across assault in search of conquest, only to be overcome. But no matter how the individual may falter, will still believe in blessed sibling supremacy. The person she has mentioned is somebody that we fought ourselves. That's why we reacted that way. Because of my father. He who united Tyrell under one rule, who in their eyes stands as testament to the tradition's infallibility. Regardless of your father's virtuous intent, his greatest triumph has only fanned the flames of our people's obsession. However, as both his daughter and claimant of his legacy, your triumph could prove that Gulul Jaja's true strength lies not in his birth, but in his character, and in so doing you may give us the strength to renounce blessed siblings forever. I can understand wanting to forsake zealotry, but isn't forsaking two-headed Mamul Jah going a bit far? You must decide that for yourself, whether the price we pay is worth an empty dream. Well then, I guess we find out. There is a place that will help you to understand our plight. It lies far to the west of here. Follow me. Okay. How much time? We got about 5 minutes before I really need to get ready and go. I will at least make a little bit of progress. Oh, this place is so pretty. But again, definitely gives Pandora from Avatar vibes. You can't blame me for thinking that. Blue glowing plants and a canopy where you can barely see the sky. Ooh, wait. Southwest. I see it. Alright, got another one. 3 to go. Is that a meteorite up there? I am judging by their attachment. That tree must benefit from the meteorite's unique ether. Anyway, we should press on. Mila Jha was anxious for us to see whatever it is she has to show us. Northeast. Which means somewhere over there. We should go and see if we can find it. Whatever it is. I can find my way back later. Oh dear. I accidentally removed the, ether compass. Right, northeast. Continue. God damn, those things are pretty. Branch bearers are what they're called, and they are pretty. Seriously. Such pretty birds. Alright, we're almost there, I think. Some ruins up ahead. It'll probably be located near those ruins. Yep, only another 137 yams. 97. Should come within our line of sight soon. I hear it. There it is. Alright, where's the next one? Southeast. So it should be somewhere around here-ish. Huh. Looks like this location that we just passed is one we can only get to once we have flight. Locations like that always bug me a little. Oops, stop. Right, that's the alarm that's meant to tell me that I should get dressed. So I'll complete this quest, then I've got to get going. Whoops, wandered too close. It's somewhere far to the west. How are we doing anyways? One away from finding all the local ones. That's good. It makes me happy knowing that we're that close to being done with, ether currents in this area, aside from the ones that we won't be able to unlock until the main scenario lets us get them. Yep, somewhere far to the west is where we need to go for this. So we'll head back down to the side, to the quest's objective. There's also the fact that when I do log out, I want to make sure I'm in a safe zone. Because that is important, that we be in a safe zone. Oh, is this a small, isolated community? Must be. A hunting camp, like it's not. I love to talk to Mammal-Ja hunters and learn about their ways. Except they probably ignore me. The others will continue on. Let's catch up to them. I'm sure we'll have something in that area soon. Northwest now. Oh, so these are where blue morphos originate. Typically you don't have the same name for a species in multiple areas. So that's interesting that one of the bosses... I think one of the bosses we faced in a previous area could summon them, so interesting. Anyways, blue morphos are a species of butterfly, and I think I first became familiar with them thanks to Venture Brothers, because of a specific season, which I'll be honest in saying I really need to get around to finishing, getting caught up on that. Venture Brothers had a movie to finish off the story after the series was cancelled, which it is a shame that they couldn't do, like... This is my problem, really. It's a case of if a season ends on a cliffhanger, those that are responsible for making it should really turn around and go, oh, well, or the ones who are responsible for funding it should go, right, we'll fund one more season, wrap things up. But it should be because of ratings. Like, or not even ratings, really. It should be because they have finished the story. This is the place you want to show us? It lies just beyond this passage. Entry to these grounds is not permitted even to the devout. Nonetheless, I would reveal our secrets to you. Rest assured, I shall take full responsibility. Come, see for yourself the truth of the blessed. The truth of the blessed? What is this truth? Are they artificially crafted or something? Whoa.
I shouldn't have looked down.
And yet you're still looking.
The stone pier yonder. That is our destination.
Oh? Okay.
To erect it there would have been no small feat.
Mm-hmm.
The work of Yokui hands built long, long ago. Our forebears merely altered the entrance.
Okay.
Altered? To what end?
It will be quicker to show you. We have beasts that can carry us below.
Okay. Whistle summoning them, of course. What is it, I wonder? Burb. He's a bird with horns. Aw, they're pretty. You can handle being on animals. You handle being on alpacas, after all. This isn't much different. Oh, Bakul Jaja is here.
Bakul Jaja?
What? Couldn't wait to laugh at the failure?
No, we don't want to laugh
You've
at you.
always come here to cry. Ever since you were little.
Aw.
Mother?
Oh! I mean, I knew already that it was their mother, but oh, that reaction. They
The third
tokens
promise
use them.
seeks to learn about Mamuk. She may be our chance to finally end what we have been powerless to stop. Talk with her. Tell her what we have done.
Huh.
Fine. Perhaps it's only right that we be the ones to speak of it. Blessed as we are.
What? Oh, I suspect something isn't right. Is this an unnatural fusion?
Here. This vessel holds the remains of a two-headed babunja. An infant.
Oh. Poor thing.
We converted the ruins into a cenotaph.
so the souls of these children wouldn't return as vengeful spirits.
Oh.
Do you know how blessed siblings are made?
No.
I've heard that they are born to Hubago and Bunawa parents.
That is partial.
Such unions between clans were originally arranged to stop infighting. The war against the Shibral was going poorly, and we needed to be united.
Okay.
Then, one day, a child was born. One blessed with 2 heads and tremendous power.
Okay.
When this child grew old enough to lead our army, we became unstoppable. The Shibral had no answer, and we drove them all the way back to the trees above.
Okay.
That taste of victory awakened
Stop.
our greed. We became
Okay, that's my
obsessed with
last
conceiving
alarm. So
more
after this
and more of
cutscene,
these superior children, no matter the cost.
okay.
Of the countless born, most die. Trapped in their shells.
Oh.
Only 1 in 100 survive.
Oh. Oh no.
If we are blessed, it is only because we yet live. Unlike our brothers and sisters, who were sacrificed for the glory of Mamuk.
Oh god.
That's horrible.
Yeah, no shit.
Of course it's horrible. It's an atrocity we can never take back.
Damn. Okay. I never thought they'd make me feel sympathetic for this guy, but god damn, now I get it. Everything he did was because his father is an abusive asshole who constantly pushed him to be the best. Because his people believe that sacrificing hundreds of children just to get one that's powerful is worth it. Ugh.
Those children died so that we could live. So we had to succeed, no matter what. To fail would mean it was all for nothing. Nothing.
God damn.
But I did fail. I squandered their sacrifice.
No, you didn't. Your father squandered their sacrifice. I sympathize with your pain, but...
I should never have been born.
You're wrong. You didn't ask to be born as you are, and you are responsible for your siblings' deaths.
Mm-hmm.
The people obsessed with blessed siblings are. They made their choices, but they don't make yours.
Damn right.
Since when do you let others push you around Bakul Jaja? What do you want? Say it!
What does he want?
I want it to end. I don't want any more to die.
Then you have my word. We'll put a stop to this madness.
Blessed siblings are revered by their supporters as a means to achieve dominance in Taral. If we understand why they harbor such aspirations in the first place, we would be better equipped to treat with them.
Yep.
Indeed. I just hope they will be open to discourse.
We can only hope, yeah.
Take me with you. Those fanatics treat my words as gospel.
Huh.
No. There will be trouble if your father finds out you're still here. Moshutural Zush. There we will gather the people, and ask anything the Third Promise wishes to know.
Then
That's fair.
take one of my scales. One that blends the Hubiko and Bunewa coloring. It'll serve as proof that you have our trust. People will do as you say if you show it to them.
Huh. Ooh, he ripped out one of his own scales. Wow. And it's also him acknowledging Muklamat's strength and accepting that she is the one who should be in
I'm
charge.
sorry for what I've said and done. I don't expect your forgiveness.
God damn it! Seriously! They actually have made me sympathize and like the guy. Jeez. This game.
You had your reasons. I'm glad I could know them.
Mm-hmm. As am I. Aw. This is an image I never
Which is to
expected to
say, you're not a complete alpaca's ass.
Ha! Oh.
Thanks, Wuklama.
Well,
I love
maybe
when they
it's for the
talk
best.
as union.
Hatred is exhausting, after all.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. So let us make the most of our newfound friendship and bring together the people of Mamuk. We have much to discover.
Indeed. Aw. This is nice. Hey Sparks, before we join the others, can we talk for a moment? I really hated him, but you know, Buckle Jaja, with every fiber of my being. He tried to ruin Ihihana, sabotaged us on the river, kidnapped me for my keystone, released the most vicious Toral Vidral of all time. Anything he could do to cause us pain, he did. Never in a million years would I forgive him. But when I understood why he did what he did, the pain he's been carrying this whole time, all my anger just evaporated. He still needs to make amends. I hear you. Bakul Jaja's moves don't absolve him of his crimes. He must answer for them like anyone else. Right now, my duty is to ensure that no one in Mamuk feels desperate enough to go to such lengths ever again. Anyway, thanks for listening. Now that I've voiced that, I feel readier for the challenges ahead. Come on, let's head back to the city. Okay, I am gonna head back and wrap this up and get going, but before I leave, I want to finish exploring this area. I got one or two little areas left, although admittingly we can't fully finish exploring until we have access to flight. Ba-da-ba. It looks like getting to that last area will also require flight. So, teleport back to Mamuk, complete the quest, take the next one, call it for the day. I will be back online later, not for streaming, but to finish some dailies so that I can hopefully have tank at my tank role at the next thing. Bakul Jaja's skill represents his faith in us. We won't fail him or his people. We haven't a moment to lose. According to Milalja, Mozark Zoj is an abandoned settlement northwest of the city. Should afford us the privacy required. We must work quickly, lest Zerilja discover our intentions. Fortunately, Bakul Jaja fought to give us additional scale, so we might cover more ground in less time. Everyone should take one and get going. Use them to gather as many people as you can. Sparks, let's retrace our steps. Maybe this time we can convince folks to lend an ear. Yep, maybe we can. But that'll have to wait. Right now, that's where we call it for today. I'm quite happy with how much progress we've made. I honestly did not expect the whole redemption of Bakul Jaja, really? But, yep, it happened, so yay for us. And I look forward to seeing what will happen next now. But that'll have to wait till next time. So until then, as always, I've been Sparks, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye!